What helps you can see the score.
Right. Welcome back to Coffs Harbour International Stadium for our fourth and final girls under 18s game of day 3's play in the Australian Secondary Schools Rugby League Championships. This match will see Western Australia taking on New South Wales Combined Independent Schools. So for the New South Wales Combined Independent Schools today, their team list goes as follows. Number 1 is Ella Knowles. Number 2 is Mila Kane. 3 is Olivia Saley. 4, Bronte Ryan. 5, Modesti Tefeune. 6 is Addie Hagan. 7, Mia Montgomery. 8, Bonnie Porter. 9, Marley Cashin. 10 is Evie Gimbert. 11, Dior O'Davis. 12, Millie Parker. 13, Ellie Brander. 14, Bella Morris. 15, Taya Floyd. 16, Michaela Bowen. 17, Regan Simpson. 18 is Saniva Kini Samuelu. 19, Jennifer Tuolangi. And 20 is Ava Lavender.
Now the Western Australian side, you can see on your left-hand side of the screen in the darker colours straight away. Number 1 today is Sydney Kayako. Number 2, Tia Haraki. 4 is Bria Kawahu. 5, Valeria Banza. 6, Indiana Timms. 7 today is Leocardia Tereka. 8 is Jancy Mato. 9, Willow Leach. 10 is Rakura Tukuwahu. 11 is Mania Thomas. 12, Caitlin Loader, who stood out in the last game she's been playing in. Number 13, Chloe Amatali. 14, Isabella Hopping. 15, Malika Williams. 16, Lalira Dane. 17, Tiffany Faniyam. 18, Manawanu Takaharani. 19, Jessica Kaukau. And they're coached by John Howe.
So CIS losing the ball on that play just before they get to the last. And it will be WA to have a scrum feed 20 metres out from their own line. And it was Tim's just turning Dane back in underneath. The ball's been spilt here by WA. Tough pass to take that one. Down low, skidding across the grass. There's a little bit of rain about here.
Around this side, yep. Half. Around this side, yep. Right, so let's back in.
If you've joined us across the last couple of days, obviously the surface here at Coffs Harbour International Stadium, fantastic. So
The best you'll come across anywhere.
Knowles skipping on the outside. Ava Lavender for the corner, and they're going to cross straight from the base of the scrum. It's Ava Lavender out of GOAL College in Glebe. A little bit too easy there. The live wire fullback Ellen Knowles from Central Coast Sports College just skipped on the outside, and Winger had to come in to put the pressure on her, and she just timed her pass perfectly and positioned Lavender for the corner.
And Modesty Tefune to have an attempted goal.
She's brought it back 30 metres here.
She must have a huge kick on her. 30 metres back. Only about a metre in from the sideline. And we're in the ideal spot to watch this one.
Directly behind the ball.
Yeah.
And just to the left-hand side of the uprights, and probably a little bit short on that occasion from Tefeune. And 4 points to nil for CIS early.
Going right again. Yep, left.
So after a narrow loss yesterday, CIS going down to the ACT, they will be looking to get themselves back into the winners list and keep their finals hopes alive. This loader gets us underway, taken by Cashin, and this is Simpson. Good run here by Simpson. And off the left foot goes O'Davis, and she breaks away from a couple. She's in some space here, O'Davis, and it's Loader that has to come across and wrestle her to ground. Simpson shows on her outside, just goes into the line. 3 of them there to meet her. They go right here, and flat ball for Parker.
Here, 11. Hold. Go, 4. Thank you.
This is Kinney Samuelu, still going. Oh, they've just managed to drag her down in front of the try line there. Ball comes left. Cashin goes to Knowles. Knowles gets it on, and they're going to cross again. Yeah. It's Ellie Brander out of Central Coast Sports College. Just ran into a yawning gap there. And the ball movement of CIS looking really crisp here, especially to their left-hand side.
In a much better position too for their goal kicker to have a go.
So 10 metres in from touch this time. So she deserves that try, Ellie Brander. In their opening 2 matches, she has been really tireless for CIS. Tefayuni's bringing it back pretty far again here for the conversion attempt. So really hoping she backs her distance, just wants to open up the angle. And the toe poke straight out of the top shelf. Great conversion there.
It was.
It's a bit of an old school goal kicking style, that one.
It is.
The old toe poke.
Nothing wrong with the old toe poke. I used to do it myself.
Back in the old day.
Yeah, long time ago. And the scoreline's 10 points to 0, and they're coming back very slow, Western Australia. Again, it's Kate Donato. Looks like she's going to get this game underway again, and she's been one of their better players for WA, and she really has to be if she's going to stimulate this side into something.
So kick off here and just spilt, and it's the try scorer in Brander.
10, 11, not in here. Hold. One. Go, 1. Thank you. Roll out 12.
Floyd play the ball 37 metres out from her own line. Morris out of dummy half. Finds Simpson. She's been heavily involved, Regan Simpson.
Go, 3.
And Knowles sweeping down that short side. And she managed to get an offload back to Bowen. Bowen finds Parker. Parker managed to get an offload away as well. So plenty of second phase here for New South Wales CIS. And it's Ryan that's dragged down on the right side. Another carry here for Regan Simpson.
Last 10. Here. Hold. Go, last. 9 still.
Bowen gets it onto Cashin. Gets it onto Knowles. They've got some space here. Saley dummy and for the line.
Gone in.
Is that contact okay?
They are really just doing as they please on this left-hand side. The ball movement is just first class here from New South Wales CIS.
It is, and even closer with the goal kicker again.
So it looks like it's Bowen and Cashin playing in the halves, and they linked up with the fullback in Knowles, who has 3 try assists already.
Yeah, so
Ella Knowles.
keep working hard with WA, and yeah, if a chance comes for CIS, we'll take
And Regan Simpson going to get a well-earned break. She's been very busy, both sides of the ball for CIS.
stay in this game, yeah.
She would have had upwards of 5 or 6 runs early on. We're only 10 minutes into the game. Tefayune stabs another one through, so
She did.
so the blast from the past kicker nails another one for CIS, extending their lead out to 16 points to 0.
And she doesn't look that old, does she?
No.
Playing under 18, she wouldn't be. Maybe her grandfather showed her how to put that one through.
Maybe mum or dad might be old enough to remember some of the greats, the Mal Meningas of the world, and the toe poke generation. For that late 80s, early 90s, the more soccer style kicking came in.
Behind you, girls. Ball goes first.
Caitlin Loader again going to try to get this game underway, and they've fallen further behind.
So,
WA.
just going to look to try and find the sideline rather than go for the distance. Plenty of numbers there, and Ryan picks it up and makes a beeline to centre field.
And Loader gets a...
Roll out 12. Walk in, markers. Hold. Go 1, 12, go 10.
Morris goes to Knowles. And Connie Porter,
Hit on him.
good run.
Hold. Go 2.
Just moving the ball so nicely here. Cashin up over the advantage line. Picks up Brander. Brander bounces away from
11, straight up.
Tukiwaho.
Here. Wait. Go 3.
Cashin
11, go 10.
onto O Davis, who goes cross field. I think she had her hair pulled on that occasion. And your referee's going to
Accidental.
come back and pay the penalty here.
What are you doing? Just tapping. Just wait for me.
So they're very deep here,
Right, when you're ready.
Western Australia, as they tap and go through Floyd. And really nice ball in all tackle by Loader. But still plenty of work to do here for WA defensively. Ball comes to Cashin. Cashin flat to Brander this time, and they force an error.
Backwards.
Went backwards though, so the way they go.
Hold.
Backwards.
Go
It
2.
was potentially stolen there. Oh, and Porter holds on to it, and she's going to score. Bonnie Porter.
She has. I think that surprised everyone, including herself there. She was held by a few players and still managed to get it down.
After a little bit of a juggle up above her head, managed to hang on to it and carried a couple of WA defenders over the line, and Bonnie Porter out of New England Girls School in Armidale
Yep, system one. Yeah, that's good there.
crosses for another CIS try. Getting plenty of kicking practice here is Tefayune. Dior O'Davis getting a break.
Oh
She
dear.
gets that one wrong, Tefayune. So the score stays at 20 points to 0. Still 6.5 minutes in this first half. Plenty of time to go for WA to try and get back into the clash. CIS struggled a little bit yesterday in the wet weather. As you can see in today's game, they really like to move the ball side to side and put a few passes together.
Left.
And the conditions yesterday weren't really conducive for that for CIS, as they
Make sure the ball goes first.
went down to the ACT.
Caitlin Loader looks like she's down for the same shot again.
Rinse and repeat for Loader and WA. And this time it's Parker that comes away with the footy.
Move now! Lock in markers. Go, 1. This is good.
Floyd gets it on to Tuilangi.
9, stand. 6 here. Hold. Go, 2. 9, come down. 9.
Cashin. Try scorer in Porter.
11, stand.
Nearly at halfway now, CIS.
Hold. Go, 3.
And out of dummy half goes Morris. And
Oh, that
just
was forward, that one.
Thank you.
forward. We were right in line with that one there. And
Where's the scrum?
I called it from here.
the ex-referee sitting to my left was on it like a hawk.
Back in, 9 in back here.
WA get a chance to have the footy. Be the first time in quite some time that they've had the ball.
Heads in, girls. Lock head in. Lock head in. Right, just wait for me. Break!
And they come down the short side. Ball low for Timms. It went backwards, but
Number 8 was
they were
great contact.
tackled off the ball.
Fair play. What are we doing?
That one was also called by the touchy. And Taria
dear,
goes for the
dear.
line. Oh, Saley manages to take it, ends up on her back and stays in the field of play, and then brings it back, picks up about 15 metres.
Go, 1.
Just rush that a little bit, Taria.
12 up and square. 7 here.
Brando
Here,
again.
9 here. 9, 8 in. Go, 2.
Such a hard worker as Bella Morris out of dummy half for CIS.
9
Up
and
towards the
square.
30 now.
12. Hold. Go. 8 in, come 10. That's 3. Good now, 8 in.
This is Gimbert.
12, move. 8 in, 9 here. Hold.
Gimbert inside the 20, play the ball. They've got some numbers on the right-hand side. Ball goes behind Bowen. Tefe Uni has to go back and pick it up. Just stand and wait on that occasion, WA. So Tefe Uni is able to get inside the 10-metre line now.
They could go in again
Ball over the head of Bowen again. Comes to Cashin. Comes to Knowles again. And Knowles for Saley. And Saley off the right foot. And she's going to get a double. This left-hand attack for CIS is lethal in the first half here. They just keep going back to the well. They get a tackle in around centre field, and it goes from the halves to the fullback in Knowles, and she's quick enough to create the 3-on-2 on the outside, and on that occasion found Saley once again, who I thought was going to position Lavender in the corner, but opted to just take it herself.
Yeah, thanks, Joe.
Turn the WA winger inside out. And crosses for CIS's 5th try of the first half.
Keep that information coming through. Stay proactive.
10 in from the sideline and 25 metres out from the try line.
So she kicked one from this position not too long ago.
She did.
The last one was a little bit of a forgettable kick for Modesti Tefeuni. And this one, she just pokes it out to the right-hand side of the upright. So no goal on that attempt. A 24-0 lead. It's going to be very difficult for WA to peg back CIS from this point, you would think.
The referee might give him a little bit of a hurry up here. I think they're very slow coming back. Is Loader going to come up with something different this time?
I think they'll just go for the same.
Behind again, guys.
So coaching staff of CIS really trying to ramp the girls up here. So it looks like little Loader's going to change sides in which she's going to kick. She's going to come to this right-hand side rather than her left.
Yep.
See if we get a different result for WA. Not quite towards the sideline. One bounce to Cashin, who finds a front rower in Porter, who's able to wind up, and ball spills out the back. Backwards, says the referee. Saley cleans it up. And Cashin goes short into Tuolangi. Tuolangi bounces away from one. Can't get away from Timms. And she's lost it in play the ball, though, Tuolangi. So, final 15 seconds here is probably not going to pack the scrum down. Neither side look too eager to get on with things here.
About time for a cup of tuna Vicky, I think.
As the hooter goes in the background. So first half completed here in what was a really dominant first half. In particular, their left-hand side, CIS, where they've laid on 5 tries in the first half to lead WA 24 points to 0. We'll just take a break and be back shortly for the second half.
What it means to be national champions to us is it's everything. The school's invested a lot of time and money in giving the girls their own identity within sport. So we're a standalone program from the boys, and for the girls to be able to be crowned national championship is just really a recognition of all the hard work they put in, as well as the support that the school gives us to be able to do that as well.
When that final whistle went, the first thing that went through my head was like, we really did it. We really made history, girls. Like, I was so proud of all my girls. They put their trust in me, and I'm just so glad that we could come out with that win. We definitely made history for the school. We were definitely the first national champions for both girls and boys. We were the first to ever take it that far, and yeah, it was really good.
I reckon it means a lot to the school, because now that we've put ourselves out there for the country, everyone knows who we are, everyone knows our name, and everyone knows what we're like and the reputation that we're giving them.
So here at Maple Park, we've got 3 core pillars that we've aimed to build our program around. So family, legacy and pride. And I guess the reason for those, family comes first in everything we do. It's a huge part of the culture that we have in our school is putting family first, and whether that be outside of school or the connections we have here. Legacy is all about leaving the Jersey in a better place than what we got it. So we've had a number of really successful girls come through the program, and to see them give back to the school in some way is always fantastic. And then pride, we want the girls to be proud of what they do, put their best foot forward in life, whether it's in footy or beyond as well.
I want to be an NRW player. I want to make it, and Mabel has obviously put the pathway out for us girls and for myself.
Moving here from Toowoomba, I was looking for a rugby league school to go to. We looked into Mabel and we saw that they do a lot for their girls rugby league, which is obviously really good because, you know, some other schools will just like invest a lot more into their boys. When I chose this school, I knew that I was going to get looked after and us girls were just going to be just important as the boys.
As a school, Mabel Park is students first in everything we do, and that reflects in our footy as well. So a lot of our community partnerships and sponsors have jumped on board to be able to give our girls the opportunity to do the sport that they love and succeed no matter what path they choose.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's all happening again.
So,
International Stadium, wonderful day. Very little rain. It's going to be better tomorrow and Thursday and Friday. It's going to be wonderful.
so some sunshine predicted on the Coffs Coast over the next couple of days, after what's been a pretty gloomy couple of weeks on the mid-north coast. But despite the weather, the standard of football has been first class.
Hasn't it ever?
A really dominant first half by New South Wales CIS.
And WA will definitely try to stem this flow of tries and conversions by CIS. And Rachel had it trying hard to get the team going.
She's definitely a standout. Caitlin
Lodi, yeah.
Taria.
Oops.
And ball.
Going
Take a
backwards
hand there. Yep. So 6 more tackles here. Addie Hagan scrambling. Timms waits at dummy half. Takes a little scoot. Can't get past Parker.
Geez, this defence is strong.
She'll be lucky to stay in here, and she does go into touch. It was Kane and Tefeune.
They're a strong side.
Did the job there. And Breyer caught out. Bundled into touch. Tuolangi breaking tackles here, picking up good meters. So Hagan. Number 7 looks like she's come on at dummy half and just spilt that one, Mia Montgomery.
She did.
A few pats on the back from teammates. Just trying to keep the spirits high.
Yeah, it's pulling a little bit of a hole here, this game. Maybe after leading 24-0, they lost a bit of concentration here.
Still early doors of the second half.
Referee gets right in there to the scrum to try and make certain that it's packed properly.
It's good to see. Timms.
And there's still a shortage of referees with rugby league everywhere, so let's hope that some young ones can put their hand up to have a go at refereeing. If you feel like you're not built for playing, then refereeing might be for you. Even if you only do the lines, it certainly does help.
All of our officials throughout the tournament, part of the NRL's referee pathways. Some from New South Wales, some from Queensland, and improving their skills in hopes of one day being able to ref in the National Rugby League. As Caitlin Loader, another strong charge. Last play here for Western Australia, and it'll be Tyria to do the kicking. Knowles going back for it, knocked back, and good speed showed here by Knowles. She's just skipping across the face of defenders and already up over the 40-metre line. Fighting to get up and play the ball. Hagan out of dummy half. Hagan, dummy, goes straight through. There's no one in front of Hagan. Is she just going to put her head down and go for the corner? She is. She's going to go all the way. Addie Hagan, the number 6, out of Scone Grammar School. She had options on her outside there, Addie, and they just hung off her. So she dummied, went through, and the cover was just not quick enough to be able to reel her in. And they opened their account in the second half. First try that they've scored on the right-hand side of the field.
It has been. Oh, I was wondering why Scone has a grammar school. I didn't think Scone was that big enough to have a grammar school, but good to see they do.
So not taking it quite so far back at this end of the field is Tefe Uni. It's only about 18 metres out from the try line. 20 metres in from touch, or 15 metres in from touch. And just hooks across the face of goal. So conversion unsuccessful for Modesti Tefe Uni and New South Wales Combined Independent Schools. But they continue to roll on. 28 points, the good over Western Australia.
I think Western Australia are very glad that they're not converting every try.
Very familiar position for Western Australia. Kick off at halfway.
And Caitlin Loader again doing the honours of starting the game again.
Hagan takes it on the 30, and O Davis back for her second stint. Montgomery out of dummy half. And they go down that lethal left edge. Saley, ball out in two hands, gets past a couple, grabbed by, backing up is Montgomery. Still going Montgomery, gets it onto Brando, finds O Davis. And they manage to eventually wrap up O Davis. Tyria in there. And she's lost it on this occasion. It was looking very promising once again for CIS, and just a lack of attention to detail from Dior O Davis. She's put the ball down trying to play it a little bit too quick. So Regan Simpson getting set to come back on for CIS. She was outstanding in the first half.
And Isabella Hopping about to come on for the Western Australian side. It's very young.
Looks like Porter also going to enter the game for CIS. This is a good run here. Tukiwaho. This is Thomas. Thomas is felled 30 metres out from their own line. Oh, great tackle, Davis.
Considered to be dangerous though.
A little bit of a said-to there between Davis and Thomas.
Surely she's going to take a tap.
So who's going to be brave enough to take this hit up? It's Tukiwaho. And good charge there from the front rower. Up over halfway. Loader. Loader. Her opposition number, great low tackle, but she gets it away to Leach. Leach finds Kyria. Koru. Claimed there by Mila Kane. Cow, and not square at just a little bit quick out of marker there was Kane, and gives away the penalty. So they're just going to tap and go here. Call our Tyria and Loader. Nice little set play there.
It was.
Loader came from the short side and just popped up late. And this is Karina. Tim's showing the ball back on the inside and just opting to take it herself. Leach gets across there into dummy half. It's Marto. Comes to Tyria. Going to kick back towards the short side. Not a lot of height on the kick, but chased through there and high contact. It was Leach. Just crept up a little bit there. So they're going to look for... It's Cashin who finds touch. He picked up around about 10 metres on the touch finder. Oh, good run here. 15-metre gain. That was Miranda, and earns a penalty for her team as well. She's been outstanding, the number 13. Central Coast Sports College, Ellie Brander. So Simpson is back on deck for CIS. Cashin goes to Porter, and Bonnie Porter up over halfway. Montgomery, dummy half, Cashin. Good contact in that tackle. Porter has another carry in this set, and she's really able to wind up Bonnie Porter. Makes it inside the red zone for CIS. They're going to go down their left-hand edge again. Montgomery just jumping out of dummy half. Had the arm free looking for an offload, but opts to just hang on to it. They are short. Oh, and Cashin just puts the ball down in front of the line.
He went the wrong side then.
Cleaned up there by Timms. And all quick out of marker, and it's been put down. I think it was Montgomery. Good marker work. So centrefield scrum for CIS. 10 metres out from the WA line. Into the final 6 minutes. And they go left off the scrum once again. It's Cashin, and Cashin goes straight into Simpson. And Regan Simpson's going to score. She is. And she definitely deserves a 4-pointer, does Regan Simpson, out of the New England Girls School in Armidale. She's had a whale of a game.
Almost a local at Armidale, only a couple of hours away. 32-0 the scoreline now.
I have to go up over the mountain range, out into the New England tablelands on Armidale. But comparatively to Western Australia, it's just around the corner, isn't it?
It is. They've got a few people here from Armidale playing too. I think they've got 3 at the moment, so there's a few of them having a game. 2 different schools up there, New England Girls School and the Presbyterian Ladies College they come from. Can she put this one over? She's going to have a big effort, another toe poke, and it's just missed.
Leaves out to the right-hand side of the uprights. So score's going to stay 32 points to 0 inside the final 5 minutes of this one. In WA, unfortunately, just have no answers for the attack of this New South Wales CIS girls outfit. That lethal left-hand edge.
Up here, hon. This one goes.
So the slow walk back to halfway. Really just trying to get some oxygen back in the lungs. Try and get a good defensive set in here and make sure their first up contact is good, because Porter has been doing this all day as well. Great, another great run from the front rower. And this is Kane. Back in behind the ruck. Good run there from the number 2. Gets a quick play the ball as well, which allows Morris to jump out of dummy half and picks up Gimbert. Gimbert stopped as soon as she touches the ball. 3 WA defenders in there. Goes left to Cashin. Cashin out the back to Knowles, and here they go again down that left edge. It's Regan Simpson again. She's going to get a double. Quick time double for Regan Simpson. And once again, they go left, and every time they seem to go down that left edge in good ball, they've cracked the line, CIS, and they post another try. In what's turning into a little bit of a demolition job.
She was never going to be stopped there, Regan Simpson. Never going to be stopped with that one. She was determined. You could see she was going to get a try 30 metres out.
It looked like she started the game in the forward pack for CIS, and she's found her way out to left centre. She was out there and showed a good set of wheels to just burn the defence. Bring it around nice and close for Tefe Uni. So she pushed it across the face of goal on her last attempt. What can she come up with here? Looks good, and she nails one. So adds the extras. Tefe Uni.
38 points to 0 with a couple of minutes to go in this game. All the male games coming up after this. There's a couple of them anyway. After this break, after this game. Quite a big crowd has built up here at the stadium as well, which is good to see.
Really hard to see them. Oh, Porter once again.
Oh.
Breaks 3 tackles and gets an offload away. Montgomery is away. Montgomery trying to split them. Montgomery fending away. Has the arm free but couldn't link up with her support on that occasion. Trying to get up and play it quickly. And Kane just jumps in at dummy half and takes a scoot back towards the centre. Tries to get away, but they eventually pull her down 20 metres short of the line. They're set to go left again. It's Cashin out the back to Knowles. Knowles puts it down, goes backwards, says the referee, so play on. She's got to dive on the ball, and then she's pounced on there by Benza.
There's a big gap out here to the left again. So
they go left again here. Brander is pushing away. They can't seem to get Brander to ground. And she will stay on her feet. Referee just asks her to go back a couple of centimetres and play the ball. Is out of dummy half. And they're going to crash over again. You can see the number on who that was there.
Didn't detect that one myself, and it was a great try to come from nowhere.
She got in there really quickly, whoever the player was. And just dove straight over. They just couldn't get underneath her. As the hooter goes in the background here. So a dominant performance by New South Wales Combined Independent Schools over Western Australia. Players just shaking hands on the sideline here in front of us. Good to see the spirits still high for Western Australia, even after. And Tefe Uni fails to convert the try, so score will stay 42 points to 0 in our final game on day 3 of the girls under 18s Australian Secondary Schools Rugby League Championships. We've got 2 games left to go in our coverage here on Community TV. Make sure you stick around, and we will be back shortly.
We will.
For 2 games in the boys under 18s.